The Snowbird lifestyle is all about designing your own life, spending the summer months in the north to enjoy the blooming flowers and warm days, and then heading south for the winter to walk on the beach instead of enduring the cold, harsh winter. I think about this concept a lot because, first of all, I grew up in Florida, so I'm used to seeing the traffic increase in the winter months. Florida drivers are crazy enough, and then we add some aggressive New York drivers, some old people who shouldn't be driving anymore, and then sprinkle a few Canadians who are so nice they'll just let anyone merge on in. And it is a real recipe for disaster. Snowbirds have been affecting my life for years. Before law school, I used to wait tables in Boca. I know. Imagine that for a second. Hi, my name is Lauren. Thanks for dining with us tonight. The soup of the day is broccoli cheddar. What can I get you started with to drink? Wow, I do not miss that. Anyways, I always made way more money in season when the snowbirds came to town. And over the years, I've seen my aunts and uncles from New York and Connecticut begin to spend a few months in Florida every winter. Now, my in-laws are in the midst of transitioning to that lifestyle as well. And now with this whole remote work thing on the rise, my husband and I seem to be dabbling in this lifestyle a bit too. This summer, we keep asking ourselves how long we can work from New York before we have to go back to Florida. And what we are realizing is that the snowbird lifestyle isn't just for retirement anymore. I know, I'm always on this channel raving about how much I love Florida, and I really do, but it has its shortcomings too. For instance, in August, when it's so hot outside, you get burned by the steering wheel, and beware of buckling your seatbelt because that could be a third-degree burn. So if you're considering the snowbird lifestyle, give me a call and I can take you through a few things to consider and options to weigh to find the perfect balance for you. I know how. I help my clients do this, my family does this, and now even I'm trying to do this. Heck, I'm going to start doing consultations in the summer in New York, and then that'll give me more of a reason to stay. But let's be honest, y'all really start calling me in the winter when you're cold. And if that's the case, I'd prefer to just do a video consultation from the pool in Florida. So, one of the big decisions a snowbird will have to make is which state are you going to be a resident of? It can't be both. You have to pick one, so you need to consider the benefits of each state. Now, in Florida, we have no state income tax, and we also have a homestead exemption for property taxes. But to take advantage of these things, you need to be a Florida resident. This is something you need to decide on because there are some concrete steps that need to be taken to evidence your Florida residency, like getting a Florida driver's license, registering your vehicles in Florida, registering to vote in Florida, and filing a declaration of domicile. Part of this decision making for people often comes down to which state you're going to spend most of the year in. And in my experience, snowbirds begin with a plan to come to Florida for 2 or 3 months of the year, maybe January to March. But every year, weeks and months get added, and then they end up with 6 months and a day in Florida. That flexibility is the beautiful part of snowbird living. But the more planning you can do on the front end, the better, because it will help you plan what kind of home to have in each location. For some, it's better to downsize their northern home in order to purchase in Florida. For others, it's best to keep their northern home and purchase something small in Florida. And for those really lucky ones, they can have a huge home and a boat in each state. It all depends on your finances and the maintenance and upkeep you're willing to deal with in each location. Special shout out to my dad who is taking care of my house while I'm away. Also, think about if you want space for guests to come and visit. I always joke about guest rooms in Florida that if you have one, it will always be occupied. But I realize as I joke about this now, I'm working from the office in the guest room at my in-laws' house. So I guess it kind of works both ways. But anyways, Florida has a lot of options. And what I often recommend for people who will spend some time in Florida is to look into a property that can generate income when you aren't there. Many properties can be operated as Airbnbs or seasonal rentals. We even have condo hotels, which are condos located in a hotel building, so you can utilize all the amenities while you're there. But when you're not in residence, the hotel management can rent your unit out at the nightly rate of the hotel to help offset the cost of ownership. Just think, that's extra money you can put towards green fees. So share your snowbird dreams, questions, or success stories in the comments. I want to hear about you creating your perfect lifestyle with the perfect mix of sun and snow. Before you go, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on what I have in store for you next week. Bye, guys.